House of My Friends by Robert Vaughan, the weekly Groan. I had to fix someone's cooker hood recently. The extractor fan was playing up. This unit is fitted into a kitchen cabinet, so it's not the easiest to remove. I got inside and there was nothing obvious. There never is there? The electronics were all working, the light was turning on and the relays were clicking when I turned on the fan and changed the speeds. The motor was humming but not doing much. It looked in good condition, it's less than 10 years old, so my first guess was that the motor capacitor was faulty. This is the thing that gives the motor an extra kick to get it going. We ordered a new one, they're not too expensive, but it didn't help. So the only option was to order a new motor. This was more expensive, but needs must. The whole thing is a pain, there's no room to work, the cables are too short, there's just no leeway for anything in the entire hood. I get that the unit has to fit into standard sized kitchen cabinets, but they could have given more height and then you'd have more space, or just widen the top enclosure as there's actually scope to do that, but they didn't bother. I managed to snap some plastic bits when removing a cable cover as well. Great. I replaced the motor and it worked, and the unit was put back together and reinstalled above the hob. It takes two of us to do this and takes a little while. We switch it on and it works for a few seconds and then stops working. God's sake. So down it comes again and we have to get back inside this thing. It turns out after closer inspection there's a locking nut on the fan that clamps onto the motor, and it was at this point I wondered if that was the entire problem the whole time. Maybe that had just become loose. So I think I messed up here and we'd spent money on parts unnecessarily. You would have thought I would have spotted the locking nut. So I tighten that up, test it, all okay, reinstall it above the hob, test it again, and it's all good. About 2 weeks later, we switch this gosh darn thing on. It works for seconds and then stops again. You can hear the motor spinning, but the fan must have become detached again, I'm guessing. I tightened that locking nut very well, so maybe something else is going on. What a faff. At time of writing, I haven't got back into this thing to see what's happening, so I can only assume that I've fixed it or will fix it. I scripted this a couple of weeks ago, so actually I haven't got back inside there, so it's still broken. And I can't wait to fix it yet again.